So here we are. How many hours into it? It's 5 o'clock. So I think that's what?
This is our hour 10 update.
Hour 10 update. Okay. So Lars, what are we working on here?
So I updated the model with this new angle, and then I cut some holes in there, kind of representing what the windows might look like. I'm going to work on fenestration a little bit. But as I cut this wall out, we're going to have an angled wall in here into the rec room. So I was thinking that maybe we don't cut out part of this box, and so we have a little bit of a cube coming out into the angled space.
Right.
So it'll look kind of like that, and then we'll pull this wall out here in a second. Let's do this quick and dirty. So we'll have kind of this kind of a cool effect, I think, as we look up and we get a nice protrusion into this angled face. Let's move this up a little bit. So kind of be like that.
So are we going to lose, is this, the rest of this wall here, is that going to be angled? What are we doing on this lower part down
I think this part, I think this should all stay vertical. So this stays vertical, but then at this line right here,
we're going to go to a slope.
So it won't affect the stairs too much.
Okay, I got you.
We could even have the stairs follow the wall a little bit, but I think there's only going to be 2 risers that are really affected.
I got you. Okay, we'll test that out and see how that works. And you're going to run this wall straight up to all the way to the ceiling, intersect with the ceiling, and then are we going to fold it back into how is all that going to work? We're going to have to fold it back into that. So you're going to end up with almost like a box shape there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think. Can you take the roofs off?
Yep.
Okay, now let's look down at that. So, what you're going to do is you're going to run, this wall is going to perpendicular into that wall, correct? Or to that upper?
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's going to go to the ceiling.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, which is actually going to create a soffit over the TV, which might be interesting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, can we try that out real quick and see if that's going to work? And then we'll discuss roofs.
So Michael, is this similar to what a design session is like with clients?
Well, it pretty much is identical. We play with a lot of shapes, and we end up being more creative because we're working in 3D, and it's a lot easier to visualize this. You would never be able to. Most people would not be able to visualize in a 2D space. An architect might have it in their head, but how would you describe this situation to a client? You would probably have to say something like, "Well, just trust me, it'll be fine." But we really wanted to put that curved wall in. When we looked, can you zoom out to the outside again,
Yep.
Lars, and we'll look. Go ahead. Let's look at that curved wall. We really thought, put the roofs on. There you go. We really thought that curve, just was important. And we're still trying to figure out exactly. We may actually go to the glass corner there, but we wanted to do something unique. And whenever you tilt anything like this against the axis of the rest of the building, the verticality of it, you're going to have to sort of make that back up. And we will make it up. I mean, I think this is going to be fine. It's going to be an interesting feature when you walk in. You've got a sloped wall, you've got a vertical wall, and then you have another sloped wall, which sort of, they accent each other. Some people might not like this, but I think it's architecturally interesting, and we're going to go for it. Just like we have this cantilevered feature here, and it answered the problem of how do we get enough space into this bedroom. Over a hallway, we wanted to have 5 bedrooms, not 4. So, but we're going to use that as an interesting architectural feature as well. Anyway, you can see we've got the roofs in development. If you go back to the main roof too, you can see how we're developing the different features on that. We have fascia. We have a primary and a secondary fascia. We'll have a drip edge underneath. If you tilt that up, you can see the detail that we put in. Can you go the other way? Our fascia our soffit will be wood. So this is true to this is constructible. This is basically design that's constructible. That one line right there is not going to be there. But yeah, we're doing it true to form. We find that it's a little things that when you add them, like a lot of models would not have that. But when you add more and more detail, what you find is things become more realistic, and your mind perceives them as being real. So it's very important that we add this detail. There's a lot more. What you're seeing from is the model that Lars is working on, but actually we've got a lot of the stuffing that goes in this already to go. We've got cabinets, we've got flooring, we've got a kitchen we need to sort out maybe in the next hour. But I think we're making pretty good progress for the day, and when we come back, we'll show you what this vertical wall feature looks like.
Cool.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks guys. We'll see you in an hour.